Your what?
My bard is about 3/4 of the way to 84.
Not bad.
A little over.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go speak to the forum. Hopefully this particular chat with them will go slightly less unpleasantly.
It's you know how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny to me that they're like, you're gonna impede our progress, aren't you? And I'm like, bro, I don't care if you want to run away, just stop trying to force us not to.
Well, in their defense, that's the type of stuff we often do, so...
Yeah, no,
and usually not with no intent, but we still do that shit.
I'm gonna have to, I don't have glamour dispellers, damn it. I meant to change up my glamour. I mean, you don't have to give me one, but if you do, I'll make my glamour like what it was before. Because I got the body, and I was all like, I'll just not glamour over it, but I forgot that switching off and back on the class would glamour it over. Oops.
So I had 4 stacks. It looks like I might have got them all into the retainers. Let me check.
It's fine. Literally not worth the time. I'd rather spend it on other stuff. I have this piece of gear. I can glamour it whenever. I'll just, you know, there's no worries. Hops impatiently. Gently pats the ancient one.
It's gonna do the venture.
I thought
90% of the time it's trash.
99% of the time it sucks all the time.
Yep. I have glamour dispellers.
I only need one. I love the floors. It's like almost malachite, but a little fancier. Different. Very pretty though.
And more trash. Oh, that looks cool actually. What is this? Oh, I've never seen these pants before.
Oh, we can actually just wander in? Holy shit.
Ooh, they dye well too. Who can wear these? Please tell me it's Dragoon.
Oh, there's a lookout. Don't mind if I do.
Thaumaturge, the mage, summoner.
Ah, caster stuff.
Yep, these are cool pants though. I think I'm gonna keep these pants. Because I can't sell them, it's just either seals or keep them. They're nice.
You may as well if they're good.
Yeah, I will, yeah. I've never seen them before.
Alright, so gear set list. Dragoon.
Scalec.
Remove glamour plate link. That lets me undo the thing. I can always set it up later once I or just remove this off, but like I don't know if I want to do that. Cause okay, if you're not already aware, if you're like, well, I want to glamour the thing from my glamour plate, but I don't want it to go on this piece, you can just take it off, have nothing there. Use the glamour plate, put it back on. It saves you having to like fiddle with glamour plates. You just like take off the things you don't want to take the glamours. It's great. Are you almost done?
Yes.
Okay.
You're waiting on me with bated breath.
Yeah.
Don't wait on me, keep going.
But you have the glamour dispellers!
Oh, where are you at?
At the next MSQ. Then enter and speak with one in charge of sessions. At your leisure, but impatiently. I feel like that's a contradiction in terms, but here we are. There is a teleport to it.
Ooh, I didn't. Not for me. Oh, wait.
The rostra. Huh?
Never mind, I figured it out.
I helped.
Yes, you did.
I didn't help. Bunny boys are the perfect height to jump over. I mean, what? Ah! That was painful. Please wiggle your mic. It's real bad. Ah! No. Try wiggling at the base of the cord, maybe?
Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, sorry about that. I was saying you were trying to jump me?
No, it was some very ferocious static you had going on. I'm not trying to jump you. Bunny boys are taller than cat boys.
Oh, cat. No, I'm a cat boy. Oh, bunny boy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Never mind.
I want that. Oh yeah, night music. You done yet?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm just looking for where I'm going.
Rustra. Should be. Unless you're behind me.
So confusing to me that if you click on the person's name on the left, you get different options if you click on them on the top. So I'll be looking for something and I'll be in the wrong part.
It's wild, yeah.
Like,
Let's see if she notices.
I had something else I was thinking of, but I guess not.
You're pretty crackly, but don't worry about it, yeah. I don't know if you can fiddle with it more. Thank you.
I can try. It doesn't hurt to try.
It wouldn't hurt to try. It's hurting a little to not do. Not your fault, but it kind of sucks. It seems much better. Can you say more?
Yes, I can say more.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready. It's still a little rough, but it's not awful.
Oh, I'm not a visitor.
Oh my god. Alright, so it's time to get you a new mic.
Oh, jeez, really?
It's consistently bad. It's been consistently bad for a while, which, like, not your fault. I think I told you I bought that thing for like $10, and that was like several years ago.
Yeah, any better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Hopefully it holds.
Hey. Just don't look too hard at it, right? Or breathe in its direction. Irony.
I won't even glance at it sideways.
That's right.
Look at these lamps outside of here.
They're cool. Also,
kind
I'm
of
looking
almost
at...
like a planet with the thing going around it.
Yeah. I'm looking at this. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Well, goddammit, there goes all my plans of murdering all the forum members. I mean, what?
I just beat my hand into my other hand like you always do, you know, and be like, I don't need a weapon.
It'd be like, that's gotta be really funny for monk characters, like, oh no, my weapons, don't take them.
Here, have these.
You want these guns? Alright. Well, I'm gonna get ahead of you. You're too slow.
I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking. I'm not a fast walker, apparently.
And I'm waiting.
I like how we have to cut through the chamber to get to the thing so that we can go into the chamber.
Hello, Arden. Thanks for hopping in. Oh, it's friend.
Friend?
You'll get there. You're almost at the scene.
I'm waiting. And
you
waiting.
will see friend early
Mars
on.
going across waiting.
Well, wait faster.
I'm trying to. There, go on it. I just cut through this chamber and there was no one in there. There's no way they filled it this fast.
You waited a long time. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. Whoop. Thought I hit the button.
We are here to listen and to learn. The plans are more or less what I expect.
And what's
Then I should
that?
like to make a proposal.
Not gonna lie, he looks like he's nodding off a little bit.
I mean, who could blame him? Stuffy meetings. I mean, let's hear it, and I'll decide. Like the story will give me a choice.
Why not? Your words and wits have gotten us this far. Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention,
ad hoc.
The ad hoc session will now commence.
They just thrown it together then, dang.
The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus.
I'm still like sitting here in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fandom like, this is the B arc and we're sending all the useless assholes away to another planet so we can just be happy by ourselves. Bye. I'm a terrible person. Who's ready for the B arc?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've been getting B arc vibes from this so strong.
It's great.
Yes. Great, barely scratches the surface.
Oh, he looks a little cranky.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well.
I mean, he kind of already liked us,
As an
but that's cool.
expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions
take what we can
as
get.
fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon.
The thing that continues to baffle me is that, oh, they have this knowledge, this information. Well, we can't share it. I'm sorry, what? Did you know you can copy a book and still have the original? Like, it's not rocket surgery. It annoys the piss out of me.
It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years.
How is his voice so unfair?
We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenor and conveyed to safety.
And Numenor.
Once that critical task has been accomplished,
very random side note, and I'm talking about collecting all the samples and trying to preserve all of the samples and whatnot. We see, when we were, where they were doing their creation magics, we see a lot of creatures that we see on, you know, like, you can tell they all came from that. But when you go to the other shards, you see whole new sets of animals. Have any of those shown up in their experiments?
That's a good question. Like, there are some similarities, there's some overlap, but, like, there are definitely things that just aren't in the sources lexicon, aren't in the sources. Like, it's possible they just went extinct, and, like, at the time of the Sundering they existed, and then they went extinct in the source, but not in the shards. But or still.
Specific ones we saw didn't line up with those, but, you know, yeah, they did.
Exactly.
But from what I can remember, any of the ones we specifically saw were ones from the source.
You mean on the first? Oh, you mean you mean in Elpis, in the past?
Yeah, in Elpis.
That's what I recall too. There were a few things that I was like, so like I think it's called the tomato in Raktika. It's like it looks like a little pot, and then this massive plant sprouts out of it, and it's like, surprise, motherfucker! I remember seeing that one there, but like that's the only specific one I remember, only on the first and not on the source. As a general rule, it's all been the source. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I meant source.
You know, I'm following. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just random thought.
No, that's a good thought. Hospitable environments. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Huh? The splitting into groups?
Yeah, the splitting into groups. It's literally the fucking B-arc. Like, it's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not even, like, vaguely similar or, oh, you could... No, it's literally... Oh my god. They just want to make sure they have sanitized telephones when they arrive.
And rubber duckies.
I can't deal with it. Rubber duckies, don't forget. Oh my god. Inhospitable environs. It's literally the B-arc. Starting with our allies. Oh gosh, if we don't get to the warmongers, what a shame. That's better than I thought, because like I thought they were just gonna literally like warmongers F you no escape.
But since the final days,
oh, you're so kind.
We saw fit to
in other words, he's leaving the Garleans behind.
I mean, there's a certain irony considering like I'm still not over the fact that the Garleans are the like Elysian body, hewer head thing that we see in the ancients. I don't feel like that's necessarily a coincidence.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
Gotta have them sanitary telephones.
As many as we can.
Which is, of course, not all.
And how,
We do need...
pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
Fadget. How warmongry are you?
To
Have you
journey
annoyed us
beyond the
recently?
sky is an unprecedented and
Yeah, literally just warmongers.
endeavor.
Fucking not surprising.
Introducing sources of inevitable conflict.
I bet he's
would
excluding
condemn
the
all.
beast man.
They're calling it an arc. They're actually calling it an arc.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so I swear there was some kind of Hitchhiker's Guide reference somewhere in, like, the Fates or something. It's not like Koji Fox is unaware of the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Main story quest.
That's
Main
what it
story
was.
quest of 42.
Yes.
When I met the fruit, I went in and I saw all the wonders of the universe, but it faded out of my mind and I left the number the 42.
Because you picked the right color of carrot,
Yeah.
and you got the fucking Hitchhiker's Guide reference. That's what it was. And yes, main story, and yes, it's no coincidence.
I was like literally practically screaming. It was hilarious. I was
And
like,
you
oh my gosh, 42, 42. Oh my
And I was like, what are you talking about? Mine made me strong.
Blubber, blubber, carrot, blubber, 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 carrot.
And I was like, what are you talking about? I had a strong carrot. And you were like, no, mine made me smart. And I saw 42, and I was like, literally, what?
Well,
I'm glad you picked it.
What it said was my mind opened up to all of the knowledge of all the universe. But as, you know, as that moment passes, it all faded out of my mind. And the only thing that lingered in my mind was the number 42 with no explanation of why.
Well, what do you get when you multiply 6 by 9?
42!
I always knew there was something fundamentally wrong with the universe. One of my favorite exchanges in the whole series.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that can be coincidence.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside,
Yeah, bless.
are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
Wait, they're gonna move their knowledge and their stuff before they get all the people off?
I mean, Charlians. Motherfucking Sylvester, motherfucker. Every time I see Sylvester, I have to call him out as a motherfucker.
If
Yeah,
only
very
in
much.
that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct.
Interesting. Optimal parameters.
This arc, as some have is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final
Lima
days
Tentether.
have progressed more quickly
Surprise! I'd say I feel bad, but I don't. I mean, you're not wrong. Me and my Library of Alexandria agony.
Evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service as it is now,
That's
we
interesting.
will be
You could just read it in his head. We couldn't figure it out. There's no way you could.
unnecessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
His voice is so fucking unfair.
Is there anything to be done?
I mean,
The
we don't like everything about you, but we would probably help.
The craft is in the space between stars. Is undergoing testing.
Space
to
between
determine
stars.
whether it can be made more efficient.
Hey motherfuckers, have you considered burning something other than ether? Because I am reliably informed that Dynamis is actually something like 63-point-something% of the universe. And if you're trying to burn ether, it may be an inferior power source.
Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
It's also, I mean, I don't know if they've considered this, but like, when you're docking two spaceships, you don't necessarily have to have the one wait in orbit and the other come up to it and then leave. Like, you could have them both leave and meet up on the way. That's a thing that can be done, though I don't know if they've considered the rocket science in question enough to consider that.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
Yeah, we do like to help people. And we know about Dynamis.
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency. On 2 conditions.
Prioritize people, you
If we
motherfucker.
succeed, you
Oh,
must allow us to meet with Hyde.
not what I expected, but important, I guess. Rumble, rumble, rumble. What are you gonna do? We've already met with her
Simple enough
before.
to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never
Yeah.
have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other
Hada
means of
Sahi.
communication.
Hada Sahi.
One far more convenient, I suspect.
Poor Matoya. Looks annoyed.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your ark.
Propose does not mean guarantee. Surely they won't throw a fit about. I mean, they may throw a fit about that, but they'd be assholes to do so. Like, listen to us, bros. Oh, you seem angry.
At liberty to refuse
Yeah, that is the
proposal.
important. You might say the crux of the matter.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to
He's not
stake
wrong,
the lives
and
of
he's
all
not
the peoples
stupid.
of this star?
He's not my favorite character, but he's not half bad.
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely
I mean, look,
unaware until
you
moments
say
ago.
that, but we know things that y'all don't know.
The satire writes itself.
Monty Shan is the fucking bomb. If I was into really old men, I'd be very into him, and even as so, I'm like, you know,
From a change in perspective,
very paternally
when
love
we
him.
are at wit's end,
He's pretty smart too. He knows that if you strike a positive note and an affirmation and a, I support this and then call the vote right away, it's going to naturally sway people towards that.
He's not stupid, yeah. No, he's used it to great success before, I think, too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the last time. When he's like, we're blathering, let's get back on topic. And I was like, this is bad. And then it was actually good. And I was like, oh, whew.
Yeah.
I, for one,
So wait, I didn't pay attention. Did the dad vote for it or against it?
I will tell you when I get there, because I'm almost there.
be perfectly acceptable.
He's literally proposing the vote right now on my screen. Scusi.
Order! We have no
We have no time. I mean, he's not wrong. We really don't have the time.
All in
I didn't mean to hit it
favor
that
of
fast,
agreeing
but
to the
here he is.
Scion's terms?
We don't have time. Rush through it.
Hurry, hurry. It works for capitalism.
Ugh.
Oh, well, what a big surprise. Sylvester didn't vote for it. What a bastard.
Which
I'm
one
gonna
is
set him on
Sylvester?
fire.
Which one is Sylvester?
Have you done the Astrologian quests much?
No.
You encounter him in those. That's why he matters. I didn't see Fushino's hand go up, but I didn't have a
71
real
in
clear...
favor, 28
That's a
against.
lot in favor,
The
actually.
ayes have it.
73.
Yeah, his arm seems to be
Fushino,
down.
as the architect of this project,
Not
you are the
surprised.
best.
I kind
Aw.
of expected that, but I wanted to
Current
kind of
state.
confirm.
It's good to know for sure.
Bear in mind,
Yeah.
regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
He can be professional, I'm sure. Right?
Very well.
Very well. Well, that sounded a lot like Elidibus. I didn't like... I did, but didn't like that. That made me feel extremely
Pull this session
conflicted.
to a close. Return to your tasks with
I mean,
urgency.
you're not wrong.
The final days wait for none.
If only you guys knew what the underlying cause was. Wouldn't that be crazy? That's a relief, honestly. I mean, oh, Mischief Schmishkiff. I just don't want to see him.
Just randomly materialized on my screen.
Me?
Yeah.
Surprise! Espionage earned him the title of Archon. I didn't know that. Intriguing. Does indeed seem absurd. In the traditional sense. I wonder how that's different if you haven't done, Omega. Fortuitous nature of time itself. Yeah. Not to mention also how she went from we can do anything to we better flee the star is so like suspicious. Heh. If they have any sense, aka do you wish to live or do you wish to be killed by her? Bless. I mean, he didn't back them in any corners, which would have been a mistake, frankly. Whom to save and when, high fives. That is the exact complaint I have. How is the fucking classical guitar and all of the classical guitar pieces so good? The original Tempest music here is amazing. Reaching Midian. Here's the thing I don't get. So the sound occurs and starts from beneath the ground. But all the media that we know of went up, went out. Even the Meteon that was on this star left. There's only one thing I can think that's still within the planet that would be causing this, and it's Mother Dearest. Extended circle of associates. There's the good call. It might behoove us to learn how it works before we try to improve it. I mean, you're not wrong. Huh? Oh, wait, you're not talking to me.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm hearing voices.
It's okay, that's normal.
I'm playing a game and there are voices, so like, yes, that's normal. Yes. Labyrinthos. Yeah, indeed. I mean, I will lie. I assumed that based on the fact that we haven't explored the other half of that zone and it's kind of coming up. But, I just know I'm not creepy. I went the wrong way. This is fine. Meant to do that. It's not gonna take me there. The Archeon. Surprised I didn't get the teleport offer. Does this mean we get to go down? Oh. Now we consider them worthy of... Yeah, congrats on spending that much time and stuff, but the bunnies just ignored it. I'd feel bad, but... I don't. Yeah, I mean... Make your peace with what is or go outside if that's what you prefer. Amazing. Oh. Pain from the mechanics or pain from the story of this 87 dungeon? And its wisdom. Wow. There's so much sarcasm in that. I love it.
I think it's funny how they make him ferry us around even though he's like clearly not approving of any of this.
He's the one in charge of the project, so it makes sense, but it's also very, like, delicious irony. Yeah. Emotional trauma, LMAO, yes, high five, but sadly. Well, let it go. Logisticon Alpha. Oh. Thou wouldst say something in private. Hold on, what's this? That's quite the view.
I thought so.
Never mind, it can wait. I feel like it can't. I feel like you've made a mistake, sir. And 25 west, well, I may get there eventually. Foibos. Nick has things to say, and those things are boo hoo hoo, wah wah, owie owie. I'm reminded of the side quest with the guy who was like, can you plant these for me? And then you do it and he's like, thank you. I want random and untrained people to plant stuff so that we can ensure that like our seeds aren't way too finicky and too picky and that they can be like literally planted by anyone, because there may come a time when like literally anyone who's alive is the one who has to do the planting, and like I'm just sitting here like, damn, this guy is smart. Holy shit. That's just wise. That's just good thinking. Oh, is this where we going? I suppose so. Oh, clocks, huh? We doing the time motif. Yeep. I thought you meant Master Levier. Logistican offer. I was gonna say he probably had to impress some girl, but that makes sense too. What? I imagine you just weren't paying attention. Ha! That's pretty cute and in character.
Wait, so Logiston Alpha, that's the A arc, right?
I mean, as far as such letters go, that would be how I assume it, yes.
Can't wait till we get to the B arc.
Logisticon Beta.
Yeah.
Shove all the fucking forum aboard it.
Yeah, here, you guys go first.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we have a ruling body in place once we get to our destination, yeah.
And clean telephones, very important.
And clean telephones. Unique, like, yet undeniably similar. You're damn right. And does it gall you to know that we know all of this? Unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Atheris. So what the fuck happened? Like, I didn't like Vena. I didn't super enjoy having to travel beside her. But if nothing else, I was impressed by the fact that she really did seem to have the spirit of the Seed of Azim. In other words, nothing's impossible if we set our mind to it. And yet, now, after however many, 12,000 source years, escape or defeating the final days is somehow impossible, and we just have to run away. Despite the fact that, as far as we know, nowhere else is etherically dense enough to resist or to be less influenced by the waves of Dynamis, of the negative emotions carried by Dynamis. It doesn't make sense to me. But that is not all. Aha. To thrive where all is barren. Gosh, if only I had creation magic and could just, like, create cool creatures. That'd be so cool. Construction of the ark. Aw. He's like, God, I hope so. This entire story arc is just like Sprinkle's growth formula all over the twins, especially Alphino. You make it sound like you don't want to let us in. The central circuit. Yeah, okay, that looks wild. A welcome difference indeed, for I've grown weary of the scented carrots. Who could freaking blame you, man? Relentless optimism, I presume. Less Sona gambler. Aye, let us resolve the riddle. Let us set foot in the gold saucer.
Huh?
Stinian is like, let's never let Alphino go to the gold saucer, and I'm both with him and laughing my ass off. He's not wrong. He's too optimistic.
It would be a fun thing to watch.
Sarah, he already spent all the science funds on a sword. We can't trust him in the gold saucer.
You don't give him your credit card and send him to the gold saucer. Like, are you cool?
Give him Fushino's credit card and send him to the gold saucer.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Indeedy. Even more central circuit, oh my gosh. No, I hadn't really thought about that, but he's right. Heavens elsewhere can be so idyllic. Unfortunately, they're full of depression. Coco Dunkel. To the northwest. $194. Well, then either it's down here, it's more west than... It's not down there, that's... Oh, there, I see it. Aether current spotted. Let's say it's too much down in the west. You're going after a different one.
Ah.
I mean, I'd help you with this one, but you ain't here.
Yeah, I went the other way.
Oh, you went towards the quest. How silly of you.
I
You
know,
and your
crazy.
logic. Pretends I know. I knew that all along. Well, the one to the north of this is like on the little round thing just north of where we popped in.
Nice.
Hey, there is a Logisticon beta to like the northwest. And Gamma. There's literally 3 of them. Alpha, Beta, Gamma. That's the A, B, and C arcs. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm way too
I suspect what's gonna happen is we're gonna fix it up. Get them running. They're gonna be like, you can use one of our ships, but we're blasting off in one first, and so they blast off in the B arc. Give us the use of one of the others, and then they're like stranded.
Could swap around. No.
I already love him.
Done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think. We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think.
Aww. Let's help him.
Yes.
Huh?
Fucking Foshino scaring the piss out of this poor guy.
Look at his mullet.
It's great. His voice makes up for the mullet. Okay.
The schedule remains unchanged. For better or worse.
I did not even. I don't even remember what his voice is like. It did not leave an impression on me.
I hit way too fast. Don't worry about it.
Not seen you lot down here before.
Alright.
Okay.
Like which is why the forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum. That's what I accidentally clicked through.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their
Wow, talk us down for Chanel.
the forum
It doesn't matter because aetherology is, and I know about shit y'all don't know about Dynamis.
You are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
He's suggesting that he kick our ass.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do.
Why don't we just go to the little bunny people? Because they're like, we created a way to move between the stars really fast and efficiently, and be like, hey, can we borrow the technology real fast?
You know, that's an excellent question.
I mean,
and, unless it can't be miniaturized, I don't see any reason why not, which means this is either like a necessary like story miring, or they just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
But you're right though, they really did talk up the we worked hard on this and came up with a really great propulsion system thing. Like that was talked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that they're really emphasizing the Etherburner, the ether thing, makes me just sit here and think Dynamis. Have you considered learning Dynamis? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel like I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because, like, Hermes told us, like, with
two
pretty reliable.
One is not good enough, try the other.
It's not even that. He was like, I'm worried that ether won't be enough to send things to the stars. That's why I made something that can, you know, use Dynamis as a fuel. And he said something like 63 point something. I don't remember the exact number. But it was high enough.
I think it was somewhere in the high 60s of that. Like, it's definitely more than half.
Yeah, it was significantly more than half. And the fact of the matter is it was a high specificity type of number. Like, there were a lot of decimal points. So obviously it wasn't just like, well, we think it's around 60. It's like, no, we've measured and it's well over 60. You know? A giant bomb that never stops exploding. That really does sound like a rocket, but powered by ether.
Even out in that black void where
the ether's right sparse.
It's strong enough to move an arc.
It probably won't kill you. Okay, this guy is fucking great. Ain't nothing perfect, hun.
Perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast
6% more efficient. What if we could give you like 12?
6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if
hey,
I could have squeezed even another
when it comes to engines, that's actually fucking huge. Yeah, he is number one potato. High five, absolutely. His passion, 100%. His voice, 100%. His mullet, his mustache, his eyes, 100%.
Hast thou consulted with the lottery?
Oh, he even asked the question. Good thinking.
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable.
Commensurately massive.
They are commensurately
In other words, they're big boys. That makes sense, I guess. That's what I was worried about, was that it's not reasonable to scale them down.
An efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say.
And as I most certainly do not. Sorry, your boat's a tiny toy to these cute little things. I'd almost feel bad, but I didn't.
Exactly. Damn it all! I asked for a fine adamantite, and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology. You're trying to drive me mad.
I mean, it's a little funny.
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite?
Aha. Mr. Deus Ex Allegan.
You know of it?
He knows of everything, Allegan. Please don't be ridiculous.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid.
Well.
'Twas an alloy of Allegan.
We know where to look for it.
But the secrets of its production were closely guarded.
As
I recall, the record stated
I mean,
it was
that
vital
makes sense.
to Dalaman's construction.
It's gotta be something good, or it wouldn't be worth mentioning.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive, far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through.
Hey, you know where we saw a blowing up a dam and watching a river metaphor come recently? It was in relation to Dynamis.
Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
Sighs and looks at Graha expectantly.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit.
Hey, there's some on the moon! We got a big ol' chunk of Dalamud on the moon.
I forgot about that.
Hey, I told you, right, that I figured out, like, at the time I was like, what do you mean? It was only 5 years ago, but I figured it out that 5 years ago was the calamity, so a piece of Dalamud must have gotten hurled out and jammed into the moon, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, I hate to make you physically recoil, but I far prefer that term to Akasha. So, rip. My poor friend, Dynamis was like a spoopy thing in Final Fantasy XI, so they're having, like, a time.
Ah.
They've told me about, like, the details of it, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was something concerning and not good. I think it had to do with, like, an alternate reality future of Final Fantasy XI got, like, interesting, we'll say. Excuse me.
With more.
Well, I know exactly where there's another chunk of Dalamud, baby. Oh. They say they de-leveled from 75 to 68 or 69 in one run. By the way, you could de-level in Final Fantasy XI, which, oof. That's a lot of de-leveling, though, like, oh. So apparently it was rather difficult. With more, goodness. If only there was a whole bunch of Allegan Ruin on the moon that I'd be more than happy to delve into, because I really, really, really feel like the fact that they gave it a name, I'm very interested. I'm just interested. I'm intrigued.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not
finding them is probably hard. But there's always the moon.
Oh, we tried, believe
yeah.
me.
I mean, if anyone knows about these places, Allegan, or not, Shalian would. Oh.
Drive cores from Ragnarok class internment.
Drive cores. Hey, I know we're an internment hulk. Internment hulk. I really wonder why they call it internment. I guess interment is more about burial, and internment is more about imprisoning. I just kept thinking interment, not internment. Oh, wait, is this our 70? Is this our 89 dungeon? Delving into whatever is the name of the like last site of the thing on the moon. Moon, very operational. That sounds like a dungeon. Hello, tell me more.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Sure they'd make
I mean, look, we're not the best engineers in the world, but we are good at murder. So let's go. Hey, there's a pattern on this thing. I never noticed that before. Holy shit. A diamond pattern on it. I mean, I guess we could go into that one too. You want me to go and fetch the Watsons? The White Raven's ghost, it haunts me. This sounds like a job for someone else. Wow. All excellent choices. But I'm gonna go with the White Raven's ghost. It haunts me. I'm having a headache. I'm having an ether vision of I don't want to do it.
Let's put that battle from your mind for now.
Yes.
That's it.
Deep breaths.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously.
Hey, divide and conquer.
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Excuse me.
What's all this?
Oh, don't worry about it, Dad. You wouldn't know.
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but
and so begins the music.
We may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Little throwback.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
We want you to delve into highly dangerous underground ships of Algan.
I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Good, you always were temperamental.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
There was that one on the moon.
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect.
So you're talking about the circus tower. You're talking
any
about
extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
So we should go turn Nero upside down by his legs and shake him till it all falls out. Got it.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends.
Better
at
believe
places,
it.
Lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them
interesting.
Oh.
I like the mirror that Yatsuyu had.
And 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
Who don't like kaboom?
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
Well phrased.
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth.
Right.
Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
100%.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? This plunder
Ha!
take
Nah.
and I'm a born
Sicko is
plunderer.
great.
I'll be
I
an
thought I
old
was gonna
shiny
hate him when I
before you
first
know it.
met him.
Start
First met
mixing
him.
the grog.
And then I was like, no. He's
I'm
the
certain
best.
that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Wait, you're telling me Sickard and Xenos are the same voice actor? That's impressive flexibility. Holy shit. Very high, bright, and very low and growly. Holy shit, that's great. And also confusing. Confused horny noises. Not least of which because Sickard registers as too young for my true interest. Hey, look at that! It's what happens when people work together. Serendipitous irony. Huh. I mean, we all believe what we must, huh? Nice City and Dragons, I mean, we'll take what we can take, right? I wonder how that reads if you haven't done the Coils of Bahamut. Intriguing. It's true. Yeah, confused horny noises a mood 100%. It was just firewood. Look. I mean, yeah, Alligix Machina. Yeah, I mean, if it launches things into the sky, it launches things into the sky. Whether it be a moon full of primal, or whether it be a boat full of people, well, a boat full of knowledge and then hopefully people afterwards. You kind of do the same thing. Appreciate. Do go on. Motherfucker. Strangles her. Just goes off and talks to Hydaelyn without us. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. Oh no, we're having more like sparkly ink blot people with despair, huh? What is this music? This is Coil's music. I swear it is. Yeah, that's Coil's music.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allegan make.
But what will it profit us? You'll get to live.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames.
Yeah, this is.
Form an expeditionary party at once.
This is Coil's common music.
Call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party.
He's a badass.
Assemble your
Good call.
finest, and with Tizona's blade, clear the way. Lord Lolorito,
I don't want to be like, it's not truly cognitive dissonance, but like it's really like throwing me to hear the Coil's music because I have not heard it in a long while. Now that's, I mean, I wouldn't have trusted him, but he certainly has the knowledge.
Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means,
I mean,
profit on the transaction.
Profit all you want, but like, I'm of two minds here. On the one hand, mess up and mankind doesn't make it to the moon. On the other hand, let's not rely on that. Let's just save the fucking planet. But I don't have a clear path to that, and we do have a clear path to this, so it'd be foolish not to at least pursue it as a backup. You know?
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Ul'dah's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth?
We're strongest together.
That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Ul'dah will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future.
Things fall into alignment.
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ul'Namo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Where next? She's ahead of me, I shouldn't peek. In the Black Shroud. She looks so much like, from the first. What's her name? No. She's the guildmaster. I'm dumb. I should know this because it's one of the NPCs that Sarah plays. Excuse me.
We fielded
midnight already.
But our ranks are heavy
Damn.
with healers.
Sneaks up on us.
And an abundance of restorative magics will be of little
I'm a little
help in
droopy
destroying
too.
Dalamud's
Well,
defenses.
leave off when you need to, and I'll leave off when I get there.
Still,
we had a late start, it sucks.
It has ever been thus with Gridania.
Yes.
We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
C'est la vie. I think Alamigo's here to
In
bolster
that
your
case,
ranks.
might I suggest taking us along?
Don't worry, we're not invading to like
what are you doing here?
Take over or anything like.
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk.
You may be ahead of me.
So we said to ourselves,
Am I?
why not lend our neighbours a hand?
Yeah.
Are you still in Charlian?
Yeah.
Alright, well as soon as I get to the end of the cutscene, I'll let you know.
I'm apparently very droopy.
You've been catnapping. He has eyes, oh my god.
You are right.
It's not a deficiency, it's a teamwork.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
That's the thing.
So is this really like, you know how nowadays people are like, oh, I want to have a little piece of this cool thing just so I can have it on my keychain, and like we have to go find all those little pieces that the people had on their keychains.
Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I mean, it kind of seems that way, yeah. People are always like interested in collecting stuff.
Yeah. And it comes from probably a survival thing. If you have little bits and pieces of these super survivable stuff, then when Calamity hits, you know, you've got, you know, an extra leg
Yeah,
up.
at least partly set up, yeah. It's a lot of stuff.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you,
Ow.
Abolimo.
Okay, this. Who's sitting there with the. Oh, with that shield, yeah.
There you are.
I thought it must be.
We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already.
Yeah, do pay attention. I suppose that's supposed to be the emotional what? Dragons. Would it be Hausfelger? Are we in trouble? The music changed. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Congrats! You figured it out all by yourself. I mean, we said no more Bahamut, right? Like, that's... we did say that, right? We were sure of that, right? This has got to be, like, helpers, not, problems.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that?
Don't worry about it.
Hancock?
Ha.
What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
If you need to leave off there, it's fine. I can just let you play catch up next time. It's a long cutscene, that's why I'm bringing this up.
It's alright. It's alright.
You're alright.
Yeah. Alright. Right-handed.
Yeah. Should I not start the next quest?
If you're at a good stopping point, then we can call it there.
I mean, it's as good a stopping point as we're likely to get at this point, I think.
Okay.
Let me just get the ETH right then. Because, having to, like, manually come down here all the way, no thanks. Oh, that looks like a fate. That looks like something I'm gonna avoid. Me and Monko Bunko, like, nah. To the southwest. Wrong direction. Oh well. Unfortunately, my poor sister has to work tomorrow, so we gotta be smart about how late we stay up, which it's late already. It's the tragic thing about having D&D this evening. Oh well. Wow, they got just every kind of creature down here. We're in like Analas. Yeah, the queue didn't help because we couldn't really queue in until we knew we were done with stuff. Honestly, the queue went pretty fast. It was like somewhere around 2,500, but like it went down pretty damn fast because people were one by one going to bed because they had work in the morning, which sucks. I will say, as far as all things go, Crystal is really winning right now because every time I see people on like Ether and Primal posting their queues, and even some of the European servers, I'm like, wow, that must suck, because that's a lot bigger than what our queues are in Crystal. So it's, must suck. $242 north. Oh my god. I popped in... I don't remember what time it was, but it was definitely after 11. It was probably like 12:30, maybe 1. And it was like 2,500, and I was like, damn, that's kind of a lot. It was actually more like 1:30, actually, I think. Whatever the case, it was a bit later. Pravasa. They're the shape of the, gargoyles. Bitch! Motherfucker, leave me alone. Yes, I went to check you out. Don't worry about it. $142 northwest. Yeah, like, we may have a reputation, but who cares? Because I'll brave a reputation for quick logins. A reputation I may or may not deserve. We won't discuss that. No, dragoons are terrible and spiky and like really awful to eat. We're tough and stringy too because we do so much jumping that our muscles are all like strong and obnoxious to eat. We're not tender at all. Don't eat dragoons. They're not delicious. It just ain't worth it. East. That's east. Motherfuckers, what? 212 east. Please don't tell me that's like up here where I can't get to, because I think that's up there where I can't get to. Unless it's over here. It could be out in this like promontory or whatever. One can only hope. Yes, unfortunately, funny, but you definitely have to peel dragoons first. If you've looked at like the 50 and 60 artifact armor, how it's got all these like damn spikes and stuff, you do not want to eat that. Like it's actually cannot. Oh my god, it's right up there, isn't it? I hate this. It's canonically designed to be like, if a dragon eats you, then you fuck the dragon up, kind of thing. Which is fucking fantastic. I'm a fan. Come on. Alright, so I gotta like go somewhere where I'm farther away from that one because apparently I missed one up on the medial circuit. And now it's like, that's the nearest one, just pop on up here. It's fine. But yes, if you wanna eat a dragoon, you gotta convince them to get out of their armor first. May I suggest pretending to be a cute dragon? Because let's be real, dragoons are like, we hate dragons, but we all know what that means. This like purple ether, or purple pink cotton candy ether thing has me like, the fuck's going on here? Sparkles. What is this? I need to hit that quest pinata so I can find out. Alright, are we far enough away yet? 215 to the west. Good. Finally far enough away. Yeah, this music is fucking great, actually. It's, like, it's tricky to have music on such a short repeat and not have it get tiresome. But this one really has, like, a moving energy and, like, good themes. Wait. That one was pink. This one's green. What the fuck is going on here? And there's Anilas, which are, like, wind assholes. What's going on? 215 west. Frowns suspiciously. These aren't even labeled structures, they just have colors. $164 northeast, so I actually passed it. Kind of spidery with the legs. Like, seriously, 1, 2, 3, 4. It literally has 8 legs all hunched up like a spider. These are the spider buildings. Now we have a pink spider building and a green spider building. $71 east. I mean, understandable. It's a very tall ether current, but it certainly has the color. It's interesting because the green one is very much the color of, like, the slightly yellowish ether, wind green. But as far as I can tell by glancing at it, the pink one, I mean, maybe it could be lightning? This whole ass building has a circular layout. And every other one has one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, presumably 5, 6. This is the same layout as the fucking brands of the traps on the moon. What are they sealing in? What the fuck? So this one is wind. That's the correct space on the elemental chart. Like, slightly rotated, because that one's not directly north, but this one could be lightning. Shit. Hold on, I gotta look at it again. What's going on over there? You alright? Yeah, I'm just making connections to the ethereal wheel. Yeah, it's actually a purpley pink, so that could be lightning. We got wind. This would be further along. Let me keep going. What's the next one? Water. That's the next one. Would be a bluish blue, not a greenish blue. Let's find out. I'm doing exploration while I wait for you.
It makes sense because they're trying to replicate their own environment, you know, the way that they do, and they were using, remember the crystals with all the different types of ether was how they actually
that makes sense. But it reminds me also a lot of the Prison of Zodiark. You remember how Zodiark had these things sealing him in, and then we broke them all, and then we fought him?
Yeah.
What if Hydaelyn has the same kind of thing sealing her in because she got corrupted or something? Like, for real though, I mean, I'm laughing, but I'm serious.
That would be interesting.
Wouldn't really surprise me.
Oh,
especially given, like, what we saw at the very end of the Elpis stuff where she was, like, all bloody and shit. And the fact of the matter is, like I was musing earlier when she was like a post-Asm thing and we saw her in Elpis. She had hope. She was like, the universe has no guarantees, like everything is possible. And now she's like, we have to escape this planet because it's going down. Like, what changed?
I'm not sure. I'm not fully convinced that's her plan.
Amazes me we managed to keep a T rating. Agreed. It's fucking impressive. But yeah. I really think as far as the T rating in that scene goes, yeah, that's an evilly water elemental. We're literally in the water area. And it's raining here. I don't know if that matters or not. It could be coincidence. But the elemental, like I commented on the corrupted wind thingy, the Neela. These are the same thing but water. And this isn't fountaining at all. Interesting. But still, the elemental thingies are here, so... But yeah, I think the T rating has to do with making it... Like, you know how it went all like black and white for that? I literally think that's how they evaded it. Like, it is blood, but you can't tell because it's just gray. Smiley face. It's silly how things like that circumvent ratings, but like, I played a game that you could like turn the blood to green. And that was like how they got around some rating stuff, and I was like, I mean, okay, if it works. And apparently it did. Logisticon Gamma. The Sea Arc. And what do we got here, babies? These are ice creatures, aren't they? I mean, we've seen them in the ice areas. Ice commanders. And yep, that's ice colored. That particular cerulean pale... Fuck. Holy fucking shit, that's it. I'm gonna have... I mean, yeah, so, as silly as it is, the changing blood color thing is what it makes a difference. Yeah, what's up?
So, leaving off, let's see, I'm at No Job Too Small.
Yeah, I'm at the start of No Job Too Small. Hello, I just happened to come around. Hi.
Hey! Get all your ether currents?
No, I was kind of losing my mind over the elements being there in the same kind of configuration. Like, you know how Zodiarc's, and I was like, oh my god, it's the elemental wheel, it's right there. Well, yeah. It's here too.
Oh boy.
Be careful, the things down here are like level 88. Try not to die.
I know, I'll just run past them. I was getting that area there.
Aha.
There's a ether current. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
So we're calling it here for tonight?
Unless you would like to do elsewise, I think that's wise.
I think I need to get to bed.
Yeah, I know you have work, so like, it sucks, but it's cool. We got a little progress, and that's better than none. And this will give me, oh my god, yep, it's Earth. I see the Earth thing over here. Yep, holy fucking shit. We got all the elemental shit around here. Definitely 1000% Hyvelin in the middle here. God damn it. Well.
Fun times. They had a good way of speaking to her. They're like, yeah, we just knocked on the door of her prison.
Yep, the Daras are Earth, like corrupted Earth elemental things. But yeah, good to know. Hey, what the hell? So yeah, I'm gonna check out like one more area because I must have all the data points because I'm obsessive. But you can go ahead and hop off. I'm not gonna advance my story.
While you're doing.
How could you?
Just wondering.
Yeah, I know, I'm being funny. And what's in here? Hey, actually, these, like, segments between the areas remind me of, Catesis, you know, the dungeon we just did that had the different areas separated like that. Yeah, remember when I was like, haha, they have fire elemental things down here? Well, I figured out fucking why! Holy fucking shit! Fire, earth, ice, no, I'm off. Yeah, no, fire, earth, ice, water, wind, and fucking lightning. God
Earth,
damn it.
wind, and water?
It's all 6 elements in the order of the elemental, the wheel. The elemental wheel, and in the center, as always, is the tree of, the world tree. When we have the elements, it's us standing in the middle, we're the world tree. When they're around Zodiarc's prison, he's the world tree, and here we are around something accessing Hydaelyn. I wonder if these are actually designed to, like, amplify and help her somehow, since I would assume, based on what we know of her being harder and harder to contact, they may have had more and more trouble contacting her. They may be using this shit to, like, kind of try and power her up a little, which I wouldn't blame them, but, like, casually destroys it all?
Huh.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because it doesn't seem prison-like how the one on the moon was. My guess would be that they're like amping her up. Anyway. Hey, high five. My friend also had their brain kind of go zoomy over the elemental stuff. Like, honestly, the only reason I noticed it because I was waiting for you, and I was like, well, I'll just go around and get some ether currents. And then I kept seeing, I was like, oh, weird, pink, what a color, wait. Green. Wind. Wait! You know?
To be honest, I probably wouldn't have noticed it because I'm not that attuned to the elements, and I don't really know about the elemental wheel very much other than I've seen it, but you know.
There's one major reason I can remember the order of the elemental wheel, and it's because I learned about the rejoinings, and I intuited. I didn't find it somewhere. I realized on my own that the order of the rejoinings was starting with wind and going around the elemental wheel and then going to darkness. And that kind of like was enough for me to sit down and memorize and really cement it.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, this seems like a good place to end off, right?
Yeah.
It's getting late. But yeah, I'm glad you came out, Arden. It was great to have you. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more done.
I expect so.
Oh yeah. Have a good one.